quarter. And the Red Sox will have acquired left-hander Jake Bennett from the Washington Nationals in exchange for Luis Perales. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit knowingandoilchange.com. You'll save 50% of an extra hour through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
On to the Pastrnak, and he scores! What a blast by Pastrnak!
The Bruins play here.
And for the first time since the 3rd of November, the Celtics will lose 2 consecutive games. They took the East-leading Pistons again into the 15th round, but too much Cade Cunningham and too many missed free throws. And the Celtics will lose both of their makeup games in the NBA Cup. The final score, Detroit 112, Boston 105.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub, I'm Joe Murray. Well, the Celtics have lost 2 in a row now after going 3 in a row. Or was it 5 in a row? Sorry. And they lost now 2 in a row. It's just, they've kept it close with the Pistons. I know they lost the first game. They won the second one. And tonight they were close. But as you heard Grandy just say, missed free throws. And I just start with Jaylen Brown. He had 34 points in the night, but he missed 7 free throws. He could have had over 40 points. Derek White had a season-high 31. Tonight, Pritchard, 12 for the Celtics. If you're coming home, feel free to call in 617-779-0985. But Jaylen Brown led the way again, 34 points tonight. He told you all that. Cade Cunningham was awesome. He was a double-double, 32 and 10 assists. And he missed most of the quarter, but it was awesome. Celtics now 15 and 11 on the year, but Jaylen Brown can certainly score, but those free throws to me, you lose by 7 points, you miss 7 free throws, that's where I go first. That's just, the free throws have always been something for him. I don't know. You lose by 7, you guy missed 7 free throws. That's where I go. All right? He's good, but come on. Hugo Gonzalez played more. He started the second half tonight. Jordan Walsh is battling foul trouble. 4 fouls in 17 minutes for Gonzalez. So they really couldn't figure anything out when Walsh got into foul trouble. Then Hugo came in, more foul trouble. Nobody could hit a 3. This 3-point shooting drought, though. This thing's not good right now. Boston can't buy a bucket from beyond the arc. They were 1 of 18 in the middle of 2 quarters. They lost Sam Hauser to an ankle injury in the first half. They went a combined 1 for 10 from 3 in the middle 2 quarters. But they stayed afloat. Celtics shot 10 of 39 from 3 in the loss. It was one of their 5 worst shooting nights of the year from deep. So again, Grandy said this, not me. But people will highlight the missed threes when they lose. That's exactly what I'm doing. You miss threes, you miss free throws, and you turn the ball over. And also the rebounding edge. The Pistons destroyed Boston on the glass tonight, or at least in the first 2 meetings. Pistons 16 second chance points tonight on 12 offensive rebounds. That sees control of the game right there. So there you go. A game that wasn't even supposed to happen tonight, but the NBA Cup happened. So we got ourselves a game tonight here on the Sports Hub. Skaz, feel free to add anything here. They got out-rebounded, second chance points. They hung around. Their three-point shooting went abysmal. Walsh got foul trouble. They went to Ugo. He had worse foul trouble. They had no replacement for him. Jaylen Brown goes for 34, but then can't hit his free throws. They stay close, but in the end, Pistons are just a better team. Anything else to add?
I mean, Joe, you really hit on most, if not all of it there. I think you're right on the money. I think the Jordan Walsh thing certainly was big. Him getting an early foul trouble, him only playing, 18 minutes in that game. That's not enough, which is a crazy thing to say. We're at December 15th, and we're talking about Jordan Walsh not playing enough minutes in some of these games. That's not a spot I thought we'd be in, earlier in the season. And, Hugo Gonzalez, another guy who 16 minutes, he was okay. Sam Hauser gets hurt. I think that, no pun intended, hurt them tonight. Minot was a little invisible tonight. A matchup he should be better in with a long Detroit team. And, yeah, like you said, I think the biggest thing is Jaylen Brown missing those free throws. You can't shoot 50% from the free throw line when you're going to get 14 free throws. That's been something we've talked about at length. The Celtics are dead last in the NBA in free throw attempts per game by a significant margin. Last I checked, in their last 7-8 games, they were only averaging around 15, which is even worse than their league average. And they shoot somewhere in the 20 to 25 range. So they get the least amount of free throws in the league, and they're also not very good at shooting them, which is a bad recipe when you're playing a team like the Detroit Pistons, who is a better basketball team than you. And they have a planet player in Cade Cunningham, who I think has been the best player the Celtics have faced this year. I saw Noah Dalzell, friend of the show, tweeting about that during the game. I think he's been certainly the most impressive player in his matchups against the Celtics. 11 of 21 tonight, 6 of 10 from beyond the arc, just adding more to his game. 10 assists, does everything right. He gets in some foul trouble too, and I think that's something where I even heard Grandy and Max criticizing the three-point attempts at one point, where Derek White had Cade Cunningham on him, and he's got 5 fouls, and Derek White, instead of trying to attack Cade, he launches up a bad three. And even Grandy and Max are like, if you want to complain about the threes, that's one to complain about, because when a guy's got 5 fouls, what's the one thing you got to do is go after him, especially when he's the best player late in the game, and they didn't do that. So is that coaching? Is that situational awareness on the player? Either way, it's not a great look for Derek White in that situation. And the Celtics they hung around. You give them credit for that, but the Pistons are the better team, and they pulled away late.
Yeah, what's funny, guys? What more analysis can you have? Aren't those the question marks regarding the Celtics? Are they good enough as a team? Clearly, they're an incomplete team, right? They're a star player short, and they're probably a big short. So they have an 8-man rotation. They can go out to 10, but they're still missing 2 guys, right? But Jaylen Brown's been solid. 34 points. That's great. It's amazing. It's awesome. Hit your free throws, will you, dude? They need Jaylen Brown, who's putting on excellent performances. Do not get me wrong. Can he finish a little bit more, though? Guys, this is where I come back to the Celtics play at their best when Jaylen Brown plays to his potential. He had 34 points tonight, and he kept them in the game. But can you hit your free throws, dude? If you hit your free throws, we might still be playing basketball right now. If you hit your free throws, you could potentially win the game. I can't stand the star player who wants MVP consideration, who can't hit free throws down the stretch. Did you see Cade Cunningham, who sat on the bench most of the fourth quarter, and then when he comes into the game, bam, shot. Derek White 3, Cade Cunningham, bam, shot. Right? It's just that, that's an MVP. That's a guy who's rising to the occasion. Now, I'm sure Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, most people would take Jaylen Brown. They probably would. I'm just watching Cade Cunningham on a good team become a leader. I'm not saying Jaylen Brown's not a leader, but dude, hit your free throws. If one time it was your left hand, right? You got no left hand. Now free throws. I can't believe I'm talking about Jaylen Brown missing free throws in a critical game. Aren't we past that now?
I think it's just, something that comes with being that next level player. You have to hit your free throws down the stretch. And another thing, too, I don't want to put it all on Jaylen Brown because he did play well tonight, but Peyton Pritchard disappeared in the second half. Another guy
he really did.
They rely on. This team needs Peyton Pritchard to step up on a nightly basis, and tonight he went quiet in a big matchup.
Because it was funny. All I could see was Jaylen Brown with the ball, so I can't really remember Peyton Pritchard at all being involved tonight because Jaylen Brown literally had the ball all night or would kick it out to Derek White. So I want to say that Pritchard needs to do more, but this guy's I guess he had 14 shots, right? It's a pretty good night. I just didn't see him.
2 of 8 from threes, just not going to cut it. Not from Peyton Pritchard. You need more than that. We mentioned Jordan Walsh getting in foul trouble. That's something that, a little bit of a learning curve, younger player. Detroit's a lengthy team, physical team. That's going to happen. See Jaylen Brown get mixed up with, Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart a couple times. That was a good NBA game. You don't really get a ton of those in early November, but that was a hard-fought, good game. And as a Celtics fan, I think you're somewhat frustrated that Chris Boucher, Xavier Tillman, Amari Williams, Luka Garza, those are your bigs. And none of them step foot on the floor in this game. You can't go forward with them on the roster. Amari Williams has to play at some point. Like, if Chris Boucher is going to be a DNP every night, why is he here? He's done nothing for you all season. You added him in the offseason. He wasn't a good acquisition. I think it's time to move on. Cut him, I don't know, but bring in somebody that can get some minutes. Chris Boucher has played... when was the last time you saw Chris Boucher on the floor?
I don't even know.
Exactly. He's been invisible this entire season. Luka Garza's giving you minutes, in stretches, but he's not a every night player in the NBA. Just no way. So for me, it's losses like this are going to happen, but this was a very winnable game for the Celtics, and I think a lot of it has to do with free throws, coaching, rotations, all that, but they just didn't make plays down the stretch.
It's hard for me to sit here tonight and tell you that Jaylen Brown and Derek White combined for 65 points, and they lost because of free throws and turnovers. They're just not good enough to lose that way. The margin for error. Okay, do you blame Joe Mazzulla for anything tonight?
I mean, it's tough to blame him for them not attacking Cade, but I think it's built into how they play offense to not attack guys, especially when they're trailing, that they feel like they have to get it all back. They have to take the three. And they only shot 39 threes tonight, which is a good number for them, but they hit 10 of them, which I want to double check that.
I think hit 12 or 13.
Yeah, 10 of 39 from three, 26%. You're just not going to win basketball games when you're designed to shoot threes if you shoot 26% from three. It's just not going to happen.
I would love to criticize the coach. I would. And normally you could bring up philosophy or game plan, whatever. That does bother me, Skaz. For it's consistent. When another player on a different team has 5 fouls, they don't attack. Is it consistent enough? We could sit here and say, how many times have we saw? Remember Steph Curry in a playoff, Steph Curry in a game one time, 5 fouls, and never went at him once. Eamon Thompson, I remember, had 5 fouls last year. We never went at him once. I'm sure there was another scenario this year. Was it Jalen Brunson against New York? They never went at him. It's it's consistent that they don't go at players with 5 fouls.
Can I give you if we're going to talk about coaching here, something that me and the great Jake Seymour have talked about is third quarters have become a little bit of a problem for the Celtics lately. In their last 3 games, they're a minus 11, almost a minus 11.5 in the third quarter. So that's on coaching to me. That's halftime adjustments, whatever it is. But they're ranked 18th in the league in the third quarter. Not great, not horrible, but over their last 3 games, they're dead last in the league. So this is... I don't want to call it a trend, only 3 games, but it's something certainly worth monitoring that the Celtics in the third quarter are getting, outscored by double digits most of the time, and that's just not sustainable.
All right. Well, if you want to call in about it, you certainly can at 617-779-0985. I got in a debate about, is Joe Mazzulla elite? And I would say after tonight, he's not. Now, you could have debate on who is elite in the league. I'm just not going to put Joe Mazzulla in that category. And I think this team is truly incomplete. All right, we'll hit the break. It's our intern, Mark Kalita. I got to say that right, Kalita. It's his last night. Intern Mark from Curry. We're going to bring him in studio. And we'll say bye to him as we're here until 11. You want to call in on the Celtics, you certainly can. But we'll take a break. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We had the Celtics tonight. They lose to Detroit 112-105 in a game that wasn't scheduled, but because of the NBA Cup, they put it on our night. So we were supposed to have a full show. We were going to have a big send-off from Mark Kalita, intern Mark from Curry, who's joining us in studio on his last night. His internship ends tonight. Mark, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Bittersweet tonight, Joe.
You said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been fun. I mean, Monday, Wednesday night, I feel like most weeks, pretty boring. Get to come and hang out with the boys at the Joe Show, so something I'll miss being able to do next semester.
So why don't you tell everybody what we did tonight on your last night?
We had the trifecta on the TV, some football, some basketball, and some WWE.
WWE? Did you learn anything watching
I learned a lot.
tonight?
I think I've learned the most I've ever seen from a WWE match. What I've learned is that you should be the play-by-play guy for WWE. You're like OG Tony Romo, where he would predict the plays in his first season, except for wrestling. You were calling what was happening before they even came in frame.
So what I think would be cool, and I don't know if we could do it here, what if you just had the camera on me?
Just
and
reacting to the
I'm
game.
watching so nobody can see what's going on. They're just watching me react to it.
I feel like that'd be a great time. Just watching you with like an for like a frog
Or like a
splash
2
or
count.
something.
2.
Yeah.
Or me trying to show Jake Seymour. You know,
Just explain the entire lore of the last year he's missed out on.
because Jake's like, wait, they went to break? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, what if we missed something? I go, they'll replay it. And he goes, yeah, but it's like, the Celtics, you turn it back and they were up 8 and now they're down 12. What happened? And I go, isn't that what happened with the Patriots game yesterday? Anyways, what else did we do? What did we eat tonight?
Oh, we had pies, just every type of pie.
All
Frank
kinds of
Pepe's,
pies.
some homemade chocolate pie,
All right. So so Frank Pepe's had,
a little bit of everything.
okay, so I had the pepperoni was outstanding. Oh, it was so good. There was a plain cheese I didn't go.
I don't think anybody's touched that one.
No,
I
it
feel
is.
like
It's
when it
just-
comes to plain cheese, like if you put that in front, you get like we had 6 pies.
Yeah.
I feel like cheese is always left untouched.
No,
because,
it's just, don't you want to try something different?
yeah, like the
You know?
meatball was that. I think there's some ricotta in that
There was
one.
a
That one was
meatball
phenomenal.
ricotta that was awesome.
Yeah,
There was a bacon something.
I think I had some of that. That was good. There was one. What was the one with the tomatoes on it? I don't think I was able to indulge in that one at all.
I don't know. I think I had 14 slices of pizza.
Tonight,
Yeah.
I think I was able to muster myself to like five or
Yeah.
six.
Skaz, how about you? I hope I didn't have 14, but I felt like I did.
I was purely a spectator tonight. A man who can't eat
Wait,
pizza.
oh, that's right. I know.
It was a sight to behold, though. The joy between you guys and Jake, and even Kevin Majori got a little bit. I hope Neil got some. Yeah, everybody was getting a little pizza tonight.
Well, a little Frank Pepe's in your life.
Yeah, of course.
Brightens up your day. You know what I mean? So not only that, we got a very nice card from the Kalita family, Skaz. I don't know if you...
A very nice card, extremely nice card.
Has an intern given us a card yet?
I want to say we've. I don't know if we've gotten a card from an intern's parents before. I think that was the first.
Oh, did Bryson write us cards?
Bryson may have written us a
He
card.
left one for Kendra that I think is still up on the wall.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
I think it's still there.
I think it may have been tossed, but it was up there for quite a while.
Yeah.
I feel like Luke may have given us
So,
a card, maybe. I don't know. Kevin Pumford gave us sweatshirts, I believe.
well, the Kalitas are listening. Because, I've been pandering.
You were pandering for a pie, Joe.
I wanted a pie.
And you got a pie.
Mark talks about his mom's pie all the time. Like, hey, my mom makes... your mom... You always talk about your mom's cooking.
I do, yeah. Which is funny because I feel like my dad makes more dinners at home than she does. I guess what she makes
don't
just
tell her
sometimes
that.
hits harder. Like
Oh.
lasagna nights, very good, but I feel like she's like, when it comes to like anything Italian or picking up the phone to order food, that's her job. When it comes to my dad, it's anything on the grill, anything that
So
gets...
your dad's the grillman.
He's a grill master, I would say.
Who's
He's got
the
everything in the back.
Who's the baker?
I would say that's more my mom.
Can you do anything?
No, I eat.
You can't do anything now.
No, I'm pretty mean on a microwave. I'll give myself that, but
Ooh,
that's about
okay.
it. Or the air fryer, big air fryer fan.
Mark,
Air fryer is
I
up
love
there
the-
with the invention of fire and the wheel in my wheelhouse.
well, this was posed to me one night. And you're younger, so I don't know if you remember this, but what was a bigger invention, the George Foreman grill or the air fryer?
I would say, well, the George Foreman grill was like the small little grill you could bring on the go, right?
Correct.
That
Well,
was
yeah,
like
but
the whole
you had to
purpose
plug
of
it in, though.
Yeah. I think the air fryer.
I think the air fryer.
I think the air fryer is just, it's changed the name of cooking.
And it's a basket.
Reheating food up. Yeah.
It's a basket.
Yeah.
You just throw it
At
in
home,
there
we
and-
got a dual one too, so you can do like some nuggets on one side, fries on the other, and they come out at the same time. Match made in heaven.
So I want to say that your mom made a chocolate truffle because I gave a rundown on it. It was you know what I loved about it? It was definitely, it tasted like chocolate milk in cold form, like a pudding form.
Yeah, because you were saying it was like some chocolate milk, like pudding almost, but it had like the perfect amount of breading where you got like that crunch
with
too. So it wasn't
little
like
bit of whipped cream or something.
It was whipped cream on top. Maybe she put some
Maybe
vanilla in it.
marshmallow or mousse.
But it was like enough. She does it where it's like not overwhelming with one thing. You get like it's like almost the scene in Ratatouille where he learns to put everything together and it's just fireworks going off. That's how I felt eating that thing.
I ate like 3. Dude, I ate a lot tonight. It's a struggle.
I'm surprised you're able to get all that pizza too. Because you said 4th time this week in the last few days having pizza.
I have not planned that. Trust me.
I feel like it's pizza though. If you go different types each time, it never gets old. But then again, that's coming from a guy who's had pizza for the first time in 2 weeks today. So
I know what you're. So you're back home now.
yeah, I am.
What do you do when you're out of school? What do you eat?
I'm a big burger guy.
You cook burgers in the
at Curry,
dorm?
we call it in the dorm. No, I'll go down to the dining hall. So big dining hall burger guy. I'm just a dining hall. Even though we got the apartment area, I feel like I'm always down at the dining hall. So much easier just to take that 15-minute walk or drive down real quick, go with all your buddies, get some food, and get out of there. I feel like it's just more convenient. I'm a big dining hall guy.
What?
Not going to say the food's good. It's just more convenient.
I feel like I'd need to make a trip to the Curry dining hall.
I wouldn't.
No?
It's nothing to get your
All
hopes
right,
up
well,
for.
then.
Nothing exciting.
You know what?
We got a Sal's Pizza. That's maybe it.
Okay. Have you ever tried hospital food? Like, you ever been to a hospital?
Yeah, I've
and
had.
tried
It's
their food?
nothing
Yeah.
exciting.
Every once in a while, I've gone to a good, like the Faulkner Hospital, which I don't know if it exists anymore. They had a damn good cafeteria. You know?
Most I remember from getting from a hospital is like some juice, like apple juice or something.
Love juice.
in the little cup.
Yeah. Hey, did you see what happened in the Celtics game tonight? So they always do things when people are impressed with me eating 14 slices. But I want you to know I didn't eat, like, you know how they cut the slices really thin?
Yeah,
I probably had like 14 of those because I wanted to try the 6 different pizzas.
yeah. You want to expand your palate, see which one was the best.
It wasn't like I ate 14 huge slices.
yeah.
That would be like the equivalent.
Well, I feel
of
like a
almost
Frank Pepe slice too, compared to your normal pizza slice, is way different. It's maybe half. Like, you know how Market Basket goes oversized? Frank Pepe's is undersized.
Well, did you know tonight, for every free throw missed tonight, or if there was a certain amount of free throws missed, they were giving away free French fries.
So that's why
McDonald's.
Jaylen Brown missed those final 3
Oh,
free
is that
throws.
why?
Yeah. It's like the who was it who made those 2 to give like everybody free wings in Detroit a few years ago? It was that, but free fries for all of TD Garden. Jaylen Brown thought free fries would be more important than a nice win in the win column.
Well, Matt in our chat doesn't like it when I talk food because he thinks that it dominates the discussion. But did you want to talk about the Celtics missing 7 free throws and being outscored in the paint and winning the turnover, losing the turnover battle and losing the third quarter again?
No, I think I'd rather talk about food.
Do you want to talk about the Bruins and their 6-2 loss last night and ending a road trip and coming home this week?
No, just not a great Boston sports week, or the Patriots blowing that.
Yeah, Patriots blowing a 21-0 lead.
It's not a great week for Boston sports.
The Red Sox made a move today. Do you know who this guy is?
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. I'm not a big baseball guy, but even then, I've never heard of this dude. He sounds like a.
His name is Jake Bennett. Take a guess. Like, do you know anything about him?
I remember he had 2 what we were saying 2 Tommy Johns or something.
He's missed 2 seasons because of Tommy John.
I didn't even know it was possible to get multiple Tommy John surgeries. I thought it was like one and done. I didn't know it could happen again.
I think he might have had 1, but missed 2 seasons. I'll have to look into that.
Because I was going to say, I didn't realize it. I thought once you get your Tommy John, you're like good to go.
Did Evaldi get 2? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. What else could we do for sports? What else? Oh, John Cena's last match.
That's very disappointing. It was a 3-1 earlier with how that one ended.
So did you think that the outcome was?
Well, I get like what people are saying. Well, your side from it, where it's
He
like
tapped out.
he's tapping out. He's passing the torch to the
Yes.
next guy who's going to run the WWE for the next 15, 20 years. But I feel like someone like John Cena, the guy, when you go down the street and say, "Hey, can you name me a famous wrestler?" John Cena, I feel like 9 out of 10 times is going to be the guy whose name is going to be called. I feel like he had to go out with some fireworks with a nice little win. I feel like they could have made that match a lot more exciting with John Cena being on top at the end of it all.
Well, I thought he didn't tap out. I thought he let go. Is that Corny's guess?
Yep. Yeah, but that's, my only thing is, because obviously I'm not a giant wrestling guy, but I was surprised he lost. I know that's like passing it on to the next generation. Does Cena have a say in that decision? Because I would think he absolutely has to.
So you don't think he's done?
Well, no. I'm saying, do you think he had a say in the finish?
Yes.
Like he decided that's how he wanted to go out?
Yes.
All right. Well, then, I guess it's his decision.
What I'm confused too is why didn't they do the final match for Cena here in Boston?
Because Washington, D.C. paid for it.
Well,
Boston.
Lame.
Boston didn't want
we don't want to chip in.
Pretty much. But I don't get into that because that's above my pay grade. And then people start blaming people, and then
a
they get
firestorm
mad.
just
and it's just
comes in.
I'm not qualified for that. No, I really am not. But for those that don't know, we're going to do a challenge with Mark on the other side here. And then Mark has a list of over 200 French fries that he's tried in his life from different places.
Yeah, I feel like we've been teasing this list for, I want to say, a month now.
So we're going to ask him about his internship, and then we're going to have some fun. So why don't we hit the headline here? We'll get everybody caught up on what's going on. If you want to say goodbye to Mark, feel free to call in at 617-779-0985. So again, if you want to talk sports, you can do that too. But does it sound like anybody wants to do that right now?
No, just the way the city is right now with the past week. I think we're trying to take our mind off.
Do we want to talk about the Steelers-Dolphins game? Because I'll tell you the score right now in Sports Hub Headline.
Sports Hub Headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Monday Night Football. The Steelers lead 28-3. Wow. Thrilling. And the Patriots take on the Bills this weekend after Do you know others that were from Curry here?
Yeah, Milliken, and then I feel like that's the main one. You said a lot more. I've just forgotten their
Is
names.
Colin from there, Skaz? Can't remember if he is.
I just remember Colin being from Abington because it bothers you so much.
Yes, it does.
What about Abington bothers you?
It doesn't. It's meaningless. It's a meaningless town.
Yeah, that's
It's just one of those sell short towns that want to call
like Kingston.
No, Kingston's fine, but like Weymouth,
You're not a fan of
and
Weymouth?
Abington, like it's just next to Quincy. It's
But they produced Charlie Coyle there.
Yeah,
That's something.
Abington's weak.
You know how I know it? Never heard of it until last year, and I only know it because a buddy on my hockey team, that's his gym. Only reason.
The Acha.
Yep.
I was telling Mark he should start a podcast on the Acha.
I had not heard of the Acha until Mark, and now the Acha certainly has my interest.
I feel like we should have like an Acha Olympics. Who's got the hardest slap shot?
Acha All-Star game?
Yeah, maybe we could have it at Marlboro on all those rinks. You know, who's the fastest, hardest slap shot?
I don't think I'm winning any of them. I'd be lucky to get invited.
I mean, you got to be in it. Or maybe you could just have like, hey, a fan, just fans come on and just try out, like, you know.
Just an open tryout,
That'd
see
be
what we
cool.
can get.
All right, Mark. So, what'd you learn on your internship?
I would say first thing we've talked about, I feel every time I come in, just be myself. That's my main takeaway. I know we're just talking about that as well, so fresh in the brain. I would say I've learned how to edit audio, I think 10 times better than I ever would be able to, thanks to doing all those YouTube clips. Huge shout out to Jake as well. I feel like I wouldn't be in the position I am right now, or as confident as I am without his help of him just coming in. Even if it was a little bit nitpicky, I think that was very helpful.
Jake's good.
I love everything he's helped me with so far.
Jake's great. He's a great teacher. He should be a great mentor for you. You should be doing things later on where you're like, hey, Jake, I'd like your opinion on this.
Yeah, when I was posting YouTube videos, I was looking at what he posted the day before, earlier in that day, to see if it would match up and get to his level that he thinks is ready to be posted. It was a very good, just something to check in, see if what I was making would work as well for him.
What do you think about the Joe show, the night show altogether?
I love the Joe show. I think it's one of a kind is how I'll put it, because you don't just get sports takes, you get food takes, it's real life takes. It feels like a show where you come in from a long day of work, you throw on the radio, and it feels like you're sitting with your boys almost, just getting to chatting about what you want. And I mean, I know there's some people who dislike how the Joe show at points will get a little bit out of hand and kind of just start snowballing to something completely different, but I personally believe that's the reason why this show's so good. I can safely say I didn't know what the Joe show was coming into this internship, and coming out of it, I can safely say it is my favorite show to tune into on 98.5, even if it's even though with the late night time, it's something you always want to catch an hour of.
Jeez, he gassed us up. I'm going to fly right out of here. No, I will say that there are some nights, Skaz, where it does go off the rails.
No.
But I mean, where else can you get that content? And this is no offense to any of the other 6 to 6 shows, but we get a little bit more freedom at night, wouldn't you say? We're the only ones in the building.
Certainly so.
You know, it's not like, no one's going to shut us down.
No.
So, I mean, if somebody wants to call in and tell us where they take a dump on the highway, I want to know where you take a dump on the highway.
We welcome it, actually.
Yeah.
We encourage that behavior. If you want to call in and, indulge as Stretch does from time to time, that's welcome as well. You can call in and ask for Joe to wish you a happy birthday. All sorts of things take place on the Joe Show.
Mark, what's something that made you laugh that, you remember, or you'll share a story regarding your internship?
I would say... What was that? I think it was 3 weeks ago. There was a night where we might have been a month ago. I couldn't name the date, but all I know is I was back there doing phones, and I think it was after a Bruins loss, and it was going from people just angry about the horrible Bruins loss, not happy about what was going on, to then going into food, then to just going to random people saying, hey, I was like, hey, Sports Hub, what do you guys want to talk about? They'd give me their name, where they're from, and I go, what are we talking about? They go, I just want to talk to Joe. And I think I typed in wants to talk to Joe maybe 20 times in a row on the phones. And we were just bouncing around to the point where I remember me, you, Skaz, I think Jake was with us late that night, just walking out of the building wondering what the heck we just witnessed of 20 minutes of just straight random phone calls.
It happens. It happens. All right, Mark. You like French fries.
Oh, love them. I wouldn't say like them. I'd say love them. French fry connoisseur, as I like to put it.
My favorite French fry is a steak fry. What would you say yours is?
I said waffle earlier, but I think I'm going to change it to just like a normal fry, like a McDonald's fry. What would you represent that as?
Just a regular French fry.
Yeah, like a regular French fry with a good crunch.
Okay. Now, you have a list of 200 places that you have been.
I do.
I
was able to narrow it down a bit. I made
all
a
right,
little note.
Just go. I'm going to shut up and let you. I'm going to listen to you.
I want his top 10.
All right, I had top 3. I can try to 5 top 10.
All right, top 3.
Top 3.
Start with number 3.
Number 3, a place in Beverly I actually went to recently within the past 2 months. It was Curry College versus Endicott for the Conference of New England championship game. And after we hit up a bar to celebrate a tough Curry College loss, not able to bring it home. But we went to this bar called Fibber McGee's.
Oh, God, I've been to Fibber McGee's a million times.
Never heard of it.
Good food.
Great fries. I gave it an 8.2.
Wow.
Which
I don't live
phenomenal
far. I don't live far from there.
Yeah, never heard of it. We go in, great burger, great fries.
Back in the day, your age, I used to go to Fibber McGee's, then walk down, then the other place down the street, the Pickled Onion, closed at 2 a.m. So one would close at 1, and then we'd walk down to the other that closed at 2.
There's supposed to be a great beef up there, too, right?
It's a lot of
Someone
beef.
was saying.
Nick's roast beef. There's Flip the Bird up there. Great fries as well. But yeah, you're on the North Shore, bro.
Yeah,
you get beef
at the
everywhere.
food spot. Food capital of the world, according to me. But Fibber McGee's, I give it an 8.2. Just a phenomenal dining experience. Okay. Phenomenal fry. You'll notice a lot of my high-ranking fries are seasoned. I love when I can get a good seasoned
fry. I like
a
good seasoning?
Yeah. So perfect crunch on that one. Sticking to that, number 2 at 8.5. I got the Five Guys, but I got the Cajun fries.
The bottom of the bag Cajun fries.
The only problem is my fingers and lips hurt after eating the whole thing from the amount of spices, but it's worth it.
What do you dip your fries in?
I'm a big ranch. I came around to ranch recently.
What about ketchup?
I'm not a big ketchup guy.
So you're a ranch guy?
I didn't like ranch either. I've despised ranch for the first half of my life, and then I think once I got to college, I just tried it, and I've honestly very upset with myself, Joe, that it took me over 20 years to try ranch. Okay. Like, I've been missing out on that my entire life.
Wingstop makes amazing.
Oh, no, they
ranch.
do. They do.
I went in and did a whole thing with them and made it. It's incredible ranch.
How long did it take to make? Like, what's the process?
I don't know, dude. I have a video I can send you. It's incredible ranch. Just take my word for it.
They got a good, what's it called? Why can't I think of the wing flavor?
Lemon pepper.
No. Garlic parm.
Garlic parm.
They got a good garlic parm there. I dipped that in the ranch. That was a... Ooh.
What else you got?
Number 1, place you know well, Rail Trail. 9.1.
Hudson. Yeah. Or wherever. Milford.
Hudson's my one we'll call home for me, but just every day after work over the summer would go there, get a nice little bowl of fries. Phenomenal fry spot.
Have you ever had Raising Cane's yet?
I have, yeah. Let me find this on the list.
I liked Raising Cane's.
I wasn't a fan, if I remember.
I would say of fast food, Five Guys is my favorite.
Raising Cane's, I gave 5.1.
Ooh,
middle of the road. I didn't like it that much.
I still think McDonald's is the king of the French fry.
Yeah.
I have a funny Raising Cane's fry story for you.
Oh, boy.
So, you know where they have all the condiments and everything? Like, you get your pepper packs, your salt packs.
Yeah.
I picked up what I thought was maybe 20 salt packs, threw them all onto my French fries. Turns out I just grabbed 20 sugar packets and just demolished my fries in sugar. And I just had to suck it up and eat them. Wasn't the worst experience at first, but after maybe 5 bites, I think I was ready to just go to the bathroom and throw up.
Do you like poutine?
Never had it.
You've never had gravy on top of French fries?
I haven't.
Do you ever go to Maine, Portland, Maine?
I've gone to Maine, but I don't think I've been. I haven't been to Portland.
Just put duck fat in your phone.
All right,
Portland, Maine.
Last time I was up there was to Acadia. We did a bunch of hiking, me and some buddies for a summer trip.
That's Bar Harbor.
Yeah,
that's way.
Yeah, we were way up there.
That is way
up in the mountains.
That's way up there. All right.
What did you say? Duck what?
Duck fat.
All right.
All right, Mark. This is for all the marbles. Okay. You can only pass your internship if you complete this task.
All right.
Okay?
Got my palms sweating.
Spell Spell Skaz's last name, Scaramazino.
Oh, you already know I'm a horrible speller. That's why we gave this to me. It's already hard enough on its own.
Come on, think about it. Work hard. Come on. How many times have you seen his name on your phone?
Yeah, I look at
somewhere?
it every day, I feel like, too.
So come on, let's go. What do we got?
Scaramazino. S-K...
Nope.
S-A... Joe, I'm in a hole without a shovel right now. Or, I'm in a... Yeah.
Scara.
Scara?
S-C-A-R? Yep.
Scare.
Scara.
U.
Scara.
Oh, A. M.
Yep.
O.
Yep.
Z.
Yep.
Z.
Yep.
I.
Yep.
E.
Ah!
I was on a roll there, too.
You're at Scaramuzi right now. Scaramazine.
Where'd I leave off that second Z, right?
So you're at the... Yeah, and then...
E, right? Z. E. Joe, I opted out of the spelling test for a reason.
JP, can you help Mark spell Scaramazino?
Joe, that was worse than Glashingo Alama Kia Realty. Can we get some help from him on that? It's Skaz, S-K-A-Z-Z, both capitalized. Work in the background.
No.
So I got some fry categories for you real quick. Dangerous spot to eat fries, Castle Island.
Oh,
we
the
all
crinkles.
know it.
Love the crinkle fry.
Best fry at a beach, second beach, Newport. If you've been there, you know the answer, okay?
Got a Dell's lemonade? Oh, yes.
100%. Yep, the truck's right there, Joe. And then the thing that you do when you're dating a girl, you start loving truffle fries.
Oh, I love truffle fries. Thank you, JP. You're a truffle fry guy?
I am a huge truffle fry guy.
Scaramazino, S-C-A-R-A-M-M-O-Z-Z-I-N-O. You missed the N and the O. No, I spelled it wrong. No.